I've got the book Giant John by Arnold Lobel, and I'm going to show you exactly what questions to ask your kid when you read this book together so that you get the most out of reading comprehension. Themes developed in this book are hard work, poverty, social class, expectations, the power of friendship, embracing identities, responsibility, and mutual care and respect. All right, first question. All right, this is like 4 or 5 pages in. Character development. What is Giant John like at the beginning? Okay, so a few things we've established about him. He dances uncontrollably when fairies play music. That is an important detail to know about John. He cannot help it. When the fairies play music, he dances uncontrollably. He cannot stop himself. Okay, we also know that Giant John has a very good sense of responsibility because as soon as his mother says, "We only have 2 potato chips left. That is what we are having for dinner, 2 potato chips, one for you, one for me. We are poor." Giant John, with his sense of responsibility, immediately is like, "Okay, Mom, I'm gonna go out and get us a job so that we don't have to worry about money anymore." So here we see the theme of responsibility coming around. We see the theme of poverty, social class, responsibility. So everybody's smiling in this picture, but like he really kind of starts out from like not a great place. They've got 2 potato chips and that's it. Next question, central idea. What problem are the characters facing and how do they propose to solve this problem? So we've already dabbled into this a little bit, but poverty and social class. They are poor. They literally have nothing left. And the only way that they can solve their problem is to go out and work really hard to raise money. And that is what John is expected to do. He's a responsible guy, so he's going to take the responsibility. But the expectation is that now you will go out and you will work hard because we have no money and we are poor. So this is the expectation, this is your responsibility, this is what you have to do. So again, like everybody's smiling and very happy in this picture, but their beginnings they're rough. They do not have it easy. All right, next question. So John goes, he finds work immediately with a family who lives in a castle, a royal family. Next question, key details. What specific details do we learn about how John helped the king and queen's family? This is like a right there question. A right there question means like you can literally point to the answer in the text. So John does their laundry. He blows wind when they are cool. He holds an umbrella so the castle doesn't get rained on. He does a lot to help the family. He cleans the castle. And throughout this, he is obviously helping a family who is like in a higher social class than he is. They are clearly not worrying about money. But they have a great relationship. The princess and the dog, they get along great. So this is where the theme of mutual care and respect comes around, because we're gonna see mutually these Giant John and this royal family, they care for each other, they respect each other, even though John literally came from nothing and the family he is working for literally has everything. There's mutual care and there's mutual respect there between them. Friendship, that's where we're gonna see the theme of the power of friendship coming in a little bit. All right, jumping forward. He snored, they didn't care. Okay, character relationships. How did John and the royal family get along? So mutual care, respect, and social class. So on the previous page, it was nighttime. John snored really loudly because he's a giant. But the family didn't even care. They're like, we don't care if he snores loudly. We really like him. So they're accepting each other for who they are. And here, They are even, well, his work for the week is done. He's going to go home. So they're having like a farewell lunch together. So you can tell that there's enough mutual care and respect that the royal family is like, oh no, you're going away. Let us have a picnic for you. Let's hang out together a little bit more and then we'll send you on your way. Also, like the power of friendship is developing here. So they get along great. So the fact that John came from nothing and the royal family has everything they could desire has never been a question in their relationship. It has never divided them in any way whatsoever. Okay, but the fairies come and now he is dancing uncontrollably. He throws the royal family out of his lap. He kicks over their castle. He steps on the dog's tail. Remember from the beginning, he dances uncontrollably when the fairies play music, like he cannot stop himself. It happened. Okay, central idea. The question is, what problem is John facing? What is getting in his way? So the problem he's facing is that the fairies came because they missed him and started playing music, and then he was dancing uncontrollably and he wrecked everything. What is getting in his way? Himself. His identity all of a sudden is just ruining everything because he cannot help himself. It's part of his identity. He dances uncontrollably when the fairies come around and play music. So his identity and who he is just wrecked everything. Just ruined everything. The house, the dog's tail, threw the royal family into the air. And it's part of his identity. Like, it's important to see, like, it's his identity, it's who he is that suddenly just wrecked everything. Big problem. Next question, character development. How does John and the royal family cope with the damage caused by his uncontrollable dancing? Everybody was okay with it. So this is where we see the theme of like acceptance for your identity. The royal family was like, Giant John, like, you're a great guy. We love you. And we understand that this is part of your identity. This is part of who you are. And you helped put our castle back together. So like, we still love you. We still appreciate you. And we're cool. And John, having wrecked everything, took total responsibility. They bandaged the dog's tail. He put the castle back together. So again, we see the theme of responsibility, hard work coming through. And in spite of the terrible stuff that just happened, everybody's getting along really well. Power of friendship. All right, last question. What lesson, moral message does the author want the reader to take away? Okay, so at this point, he went back home. He's got a bag of gold from the royal family for his work, and he and his mom and all the fairies are eating, so everybody's living happily ever after. What are we supposed to take away? We're supposed to take away that whether you come from nothing or whether you have everything you could ever want, that should not get in the way of good friendship relationships. So poverty, social class, there should still be mutual respect, mutual care, mutual appreciation, and like class should not be a barrier to that. Also recognizing hard work. There were multiple times in the book where John made things work through hard work. It was his responsibility to go out and work to make money. It was the expectation that he go out and work to make money because his family had nothing, and he worked hard and he came through fulfilling his responsibility. And the little embracing identity part where John starts dancing, ruins everything. That did not ruin the relationship between the two families. So that would have been a great opportunity to be like, okay, John's weird, bye. But quite the opposite happened. Everybody was very understanding of any identity, character, flaw, or whatever. And their friendship outlasted any, all of their little identity flaws. I want to put that in quotation marks. I can't think of a better word. Anyway, that is Giant John by Arnold Lobel, a super cute book about hard work, poverty, social class, expectations, the power of friendship, embracing identity, responsibility, and having mutual